You're watching a Utah State School Sportscast production of 1A State Basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com. Good morning. Is it still morning? It is. The days have all been running together. They're pretty long here at playoff action, but it's been a lot of fun. And on Championship Saturday, the first two games that have gone on have definitely lived up to the billing of championship-style games as a couple of big wins. We want to welcome you to the South Central Communications Gig Fest, a pregame show, your local 1 gig internet provider. Let's look at some of the player statistics for the upcoming game against the Milford Tigers and the Piute Thunderbirds. First, we'll start off with the Milford Tigers and look at some of the stats as they were accumulated during regular season. You see their leading scorer, Zach Sherwood, with a 13-point per game average. It was Kyle Wunderlich having a 10-point per game average. Kobe Gillies averages 9 points a game for the Tigers. Alec Williams, 7 points a game for the Tigers. And Kaiden Peters offering up 6 points per game for the Tigers. Their regular season wins at 10 and 10 losses. They come out of Region 21 as the number 2 ranked team. For the Piute Thunderbirds, it's Kelby Jessen, their leading scorer, just under 12 points per game. Wesley Jensen averaging almost 10 points a game. Quade Gleave averaging just over 9 points a game. It's Shandon Bagley averaging almost 9 points a game. Tanner Dalton averaging 7 points a game. Weston Sylvester at almost 3 points a game, and Jaden Westwood at just over 2 points a game. Those are the leading scorers. The names you need to listen for tonight or this morning and the early afternoon is Jessen, Jensen, Gleave, Bagley, Dalton, Sylvester, and Westwood. The Thunderbirds have 9 wins and 10 losses on their regular season. They come out of Region 20 as the number 4 seed, and here they are in the Consolation Championship game here in the Richfield Gymnasium, the Richfield High School Gymnasium. So let's get underway as they start to introduce the T-Birds starting lineup first. Watch for Tanner Dalton. Number 3 is Quade Gleave. Number 33 is Kelby Jessen. Number 23 is Shannon Bagley. And number 2 is Wesley Jensen. Head coach for the T-Birds is Eric Jessen. And now for the Milford Tigers starting lineup. Number 42 is Colby Giles. Colby Giles. Number 25 is Zachary Sherwood. Number 22, Alec Williams. Number 2, Brett Beebe. Number 2. And number 24 is Kaiden Peters. So it is Beebe, Williams, Peters, Sherwood, and Gillies for the Milford Tigers. And it's Jensen, Gleave, Dalton, Bagley, and Jessen for the Piute T-Birds as we get ready to get the opening tip-off underway here in this Consolation Championship game from the 1A State Tournament for the state of Utah. You're watching on KSL and on mylocalradio.com. Tip goes to the Tigers. And the first attempt, no good. Rebound comes down to the Piute, to Gleave for the T-Birds. T-Birds in blue, white numbers. Little jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Gillies for the Tigers. It'll go the other way. White with red numbers for the Milford Tigers. They're on the offense now. Blue with white numbers for the T-Birds. Little short 15-footer, no good. Rebound comes down to Jessen. Takes it down, gets it ahead to Gleave. Kicks it back out to Jensen. That was a 3-point attempt, no good. In and out. Rebound comes down to Peters. He hands it to, he takes it across the timeline himself. They're slowing down now to set up a little bit of offense. Got the early start jitters out. And they're going to call a travel underneath the basket. Kobe Gillies trying to get from one side of the basket to another, and in the process travels. Regular season scoring stats, Piute is number 16, while Milford was ranked number 18 in offensive totals. But in defense, Milford was ranked number 6, while Piute was ranked number 10. So a pretty evenly matched up game here, if you're judging from the stats. Couple attempts, no good. One of them draws a foul. Let's see, number 42, I think is what he said. Yes. That's Gillies drawing his first foul and sending Gleave to the line. And he makes the first end of the one-on-one. Actually, this is a 2-shot foul. He was in the act of shooting. So the first point up on the board goes to the T-Birds. Misses the second one. Rebound goes to Milford. Williams across the timeline gets it back to Peters. Back down to Williams on the side. Inside to Beebe, but he is cornered by 2 of the T-Birds, and they knock it out of bounds. They're going to give it back to the Tigers under their own basket. Inbounds to number 25, Sherwood, a little spin move. He's hacked on the arm. Number 21 is Tanner Dalton, picking up his first foul. It's the first team foul for the T-Birds. And the first one for Zachary, no good. These foul shots being brought to you by Blood's Custom Meat. Travis Blood can take care of all of your meat processing needs, from custom beef to wild game. Give Travis a call at Blood's Custom Meat. Missed the second one. Now the T-Birds on the attack. Down low, back out to the corner. The shot attempt by Wunderlich. Kyler Wunderlich with a 3-pointer. It's 4-0 on the scoreboard in favor of the T-Birds early in the first quarter. Thought about the 3, nope. Now they go clear across court, back to the top of the key, down to the right side, onto the baseline, and the pass is going to draw a foul. They say 2-5. Yes, Sherwood. It's the second team foul on the Tigers. T-Birds get it in the pass, almost thrown away. This is a 3-point attempt, and it is good for Jessen. Kelby Jessen for 3. And it's 7-0 on the scoreboard. Milford's going to call a timeout. It is going to be a 30-second timeout. You're watching Utah High School Sportscast production of 1A State basketball on KSL.
Blood's Custom Meat is the answer when the question is, where should you go for your meat processing? From beef to wild game, Lane Blood and his crew can take care of any of your custom meat needs.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fun. The race starts at Bryce Canyon City, runs through Bryce Canyon National Park, and finishes in Cannonville. Early registration is open now. Race runs the second Saturday in July.
I misquoted on that first 3-pointer that went in. I gave it to Wunderlich for the Tigers. He wasn't even on the court. It was 23 Shandon Bagley making that for the T-Birds. So it's 7-0 on the scoreboard. Bagley and Jessen with 3-pointers and a foul shot for Gleave. Knocked out of bounds. White ball. Drives into the middle, a little floater falls in. That is Kaiden Peters putting on the first 2 points for the Tigers. Now the T-Birds. Knocked away, gets it back. Now out to the top, over to the corner. And just whipping the ball around. This is to the right corner, all the way back to the left corner. And a three-point attempt goes up and drops for number 3, Quade Gleave. You're watching the consolation championship game of the boys bracket of the State 1A basketball tournament, sponsored in part by Ruby's Inn. Visit them at ruby'sinn.com. (10-2) on the scoreboard in favor of the T-Birds. And Jensen takes it away, driving to the other end, puts in the layup, and 2 more points, making it 12-2 in favor of the T-Birds. Here in the first quarter, 3 minutes left. Milford trying to drag in, another steal for Wesley Jensen. Another coast to coast and another 2 points for Jensen off of the steal. Trying to drive in is Sherwood. He is going to get, guess they're just going to call the ball knocked away out of bounds. The Tigers will retain possession. Williams up with one, no good. Rebound comes down to Fisher. Garrett Fisher across the timeline. Excuse me, this is Quade Gleave. Once again, looking at the wrong stat sheet. Piute on the attack. Three-pointer from the right wing, no good. Attempt by Wesley Jensen. And that goes out of bounds. I'd say they're just going off of one of the Tigers. They're giving it back to Piute. So they reset their offense. Into the paint, Tanner fouled. 22, that'll be Alec Williams' first foul. The third team foul for the Tigers. And it was on the ground, so it's going to be an inbounds pass. Inbounds right under the basket. Jensen takes the inbounds pass, does the layup, misses, but gets a foul. Again, it's going to be on Williams, his second, the fourth team foul for the Tigers. Sending Jensen to the line to shoot 2. First one is good. These foul shots being brought to you by Butch Cassidy's Hideout. For good home-cooked meal and clean, comfortable room. Make Butch Cassidy's Hideout your home away from home. Butch Cassidy's Hideout. And another shot up and down for Jensen. Tiger ball. Just under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Stolen away by Jensen again. Got in the passing lane. Takes it down, gives it to Gleave, back to Jensen, and 2 points for the T-Birds. And a timeout being called. Timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be back in a minute. You're watching Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
The Butch Cassidy Hideout is located minutes from the newly restored Butch Cassidy Boyhood Home. We are your ideal stop on the Piute ATV Trail. Relax in our clean, comfortable rooms and enjoy a savory breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Escape to Butch Cassidy's Hideout.
In today's world, with so many places to shop and so many options to choose from, sometimes you have to boil it down to one simple question: where do I get treated the best? At Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, we work hard to make sure every customer knows how much we appreciate them. We love what we do, and we believe in the products we sell. Our goal is to build a lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah.
And we are back to action. A timeout being taken late in the first quarter, minute 43 left. And it's been all T-Birds. Jensen with 3 steals, all of them converted into points. And on the scoreboard, it's 18-2. This presentation of 1A basketball action brought to you in part by State Bank of Southern Utah. For all of your banking needs, visit them at sbsu.com. That's State Bank of Southern Utah, sbsu.com. Tigers with the ball, setting up an offense. I'm sure the coach put together a play, almost stolen away, as Dalton gets into the passing lane for the T-Birds, but it goes out of bounds. Tigers will retain possession. Setting up their offense. Down low, spin move, no good. Rebound comes down to Dalton, and the T-Birds on the attack. Tried a full court pass ahead, no good. Quade Glebe couldn't get his hands on it. It was knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. That's a good broken play for the Tigers. That would have resulted probably in another layup and 2 more points for the T-Birds. So knocking it out of bounds, a wise move by Milford. Out to the top. This is Weston Sylvester now in. The shot taken by Dalton, no good. Rebound comes out to Caden Peters, who takes it across the timeline. Trying to drive into the paint. Stopped by a double team on the T-Birds. Kick it back out, whip it around. Peters again looking to get inside, nothing doing. And stolen away, the 4th steal by Jensen, and the 4th basket off of steals from Jensen for the T-Birds. The lead is 18. 20-2, another steal, but it is taken back, and a foul going to be called on the T-Birds. That was Jessen. He stole it, got into the passing lane, couldn't control it. It was taken back by Milford, and Jessen ran up to the guy that got it for Milford and just ran over him. So that's going to be Jessen's first foul, 2nd team foul for the T-Birds. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Coming to the end of the quarter. 3-pointer up and bounces out. So at the end of the first quarter, it is 20-2 in favor of the Piute T-Birds in this consolation championship game. You're watching a Utah High School sportscast production of 1A State basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com.
Circleville Town would like to welcome you to Butch Cassidy's hometown and to the heart of Piute ATV country. With hundreds of miles of amazing scenery, come stay a while. Circleville Town wants to wish the T-Birds success in the postseason tournaments.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
And we're back, getting ready to start the second quarter here in the Richfield High School, the consolation championship game in the boys bracket of 1A state championships for the state of Utah. Brought to you in part by Garfield Memorial Hospital. Garfield Memorial Hospital, the recipient of the Women's Choice Award last year, 2018. They're serving Piute County area, and they wish all of the teams in the tournament good luck. Garfield Memorial Hospital. Piute with first possession. And driving to the basket, it is Sylvester drawing the foul. The foul is going to go against Williams. That is his third foul and the fifth team foul on Milford. This was a foul not in the act of shooting, so it'll go out of bounds. It'll be Piute ball underneath their own basket. Ball goes way out to number 15 Westwood, Jaden Westwood. Top of the key three-point attempt, no good by Sylvester. Rebound comes down to Sherwood for the Tigers, and Brett Beebe brings it across the timeline. Sylvan down low to Gillies. Gillies goes up for the basket and is hammered on the arm. They're going to call it on number 15, Jaden Westwood. Picks up the third team foul for the T-Birds. Gillies' first attempt, no good. Quality Inn of Richfield, proud to present 1A basketball. When you come down to the tournament or visit Richfield for any reason, make Quality Inn your home away from home. The Quality Inn of Richfield. Gillies' first, no good. His second rims in. And it's 20-3 on the scoreboard with 7:09 left in second quarter. Piute sets up their offense. Driving in is Sylvester. His shot no good, taken away by Sherwood, who drives across the timeline, kicks it back out to Peters, across court to Beebe. They stop and reset their offense. Gillies thinking about a shot. And the foul is going to be called on the T-Birds. Number 23 is Bagley. Shandon Bagley gives the T-Birds their fourth team foul. Milford inbounds it down low, turn around and banks it in. Zachary Sherwood. 2 points. It's 20-5 in favor of the T-Birds. A three-point attempt on the way, in and out. Rebound comes down to Dalton. Dalton puts it up, no good, and it is Milford ball on the rebound. Driving into the paint is Sullivan. Heston Sullivan puts the shot up, no good. He is blocked though, and Shandon Bagley picks up his second foul, the 15th foul for the T-Birds. Sullivan on the line. First one is good. You're watching a Garcane Energy presentation of 1A State Championship basketball. Garcane Energy, a touch-tone energy cooperative. And the second one is good. So it brings the score up to 7. This quarter started out with a score of 20-2, and the only 5 points so far scored have been for Milford, as now it is 20-7. A little give and go. Jessen dropped it down to Dalton. Dalton gave it right back, drives to the basket, and drops in for 2, and pulls a foul off of Beebe. That is the 6th foul for Milford, team foul. And Gleave is going to try and make it 3. He does. First 3 points for the T-Birds in the second quarter. Brings their score back up 23-7. 5:33 left in the second quarter. Three-pointer on the way. Skips off the rim, comes down and hits Dalton. He can't control it. He goes out of bounds. It'll be Milford ball. Out top of the key, a three-point attempt. No, his toe was on the line. He didn't make it anyway. Rebound comes down to Milford. And on the pass, just stolen away by Jensen. He gets it to Cleve. Stolen back by Gillies. 2-point attempt up by Sullivan, misses. The rebound comes back to Gleave. Across the timeline, down low to Dalton. Some nice passing inside the paint. And Dalton ends up with it, putting in 2 points for the T-Birds. Long shot by Kobe Gillis. Does not fall. The Piutes. Piute takes it across the timeline only to travel and turn it back over to Milford. Coming up at halftime, we'll have the Southern Utah University halftime report. In the meantime, that's a little over about 4.5 minutes of game time away. Stolen away again by Jensen. That is his 6th steal on the game, and again, driving it in for 2 points. Wesley Jensen. Milford now on the attack. Gillies, air ball, out of bounds. Going to be Piute's ball. Little 7-footer, just didn't even hit the rim. Went underneath the basket. Piute brings it across the timeline. 3:50 left in the half. Dalton, cross to Sylvester. Down to Gleave. Tries to get it into Sylvester. He goes up. No, it's blocked. Taken away by Gillis. Milford working it around the 3-point line, the arc. Drives in, a little jumper, no good. Another air ball. Looks like Jensen came down with the attempted rebound. He falls out of bounds, loses the ball, and now he's hobbling. Looks like he slammed his knee on the floor when he went down. So in comes number 15. This is Jaden Westwood in for the Piutes. The inbound pass. Off the pass, a 2-pointer for Heston Sullivan. 27-9 in favor of the T-Birds. Bagley out top, down to Westwood. To Gleave. Back to Bagley, back to Westwood. Spin move down the lane and up, no good, but he draws the foul. Talking about number 33, Jessen. Foul is going to go against number 25. That's Zach Sherwood. And it will be the 7th team foul for Milford, and we have a timeout. We'll take one too. Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
Garfield County welcomes millions of visitors each year, and Garfield Memorial Hospital is ready to serve our residents and visitors. The 2018 Best Rural Utah Medical Center and Women's Choice Award, Garfield Memorial, your hospital.
This presentation of state championship basketball being brought to you in part by South Central Communications. They have the area's fastest broadband internet, South Central Communications. Coming out of the timeout, it is 27-9 with 2:22 left in the first half. Tigers have 17 fouls, while the T-Birds have only 5. And Kelby Jessen at the foul line, shooting 2. He was hit as he went up for a layup, driving into the lane. And Jessen's first is good. Joe Dalton Auto Body, if your vehicle needs body work or fresh paint, Joe Dalton can get the job done. Schedule your appointment for an estimate at Joe Dalton Auto Body. Jessen's 2, both hit, gives him 5 points in the game. And 29 points on the scoreboard for the T-Birds. Taken away by Jessen. And he splits 2 defenders across the timeline, down the paint, all the way end to end, and drops in for Kelby Jessen. Jessen's 2-pointers makes it 31-9 in favor of the T-Birds. Spin move by Sherwood. Gonna draw the foul. Gonna say number 3, that is Garrett Fisher. No, excuse me, number 3 is Quade Gleave. Quade Gleave will give the T-Birds their 16th foul. And Jessa Sherwood's first one drops in for a point. This state championship, consolation championship game brought to you in part by South Central Communications. FiberLink, high-speed internet, the area's fastest broadband internet. South Central Communications. Second one is good, and the T-Birds are on the offense. Westwood to Gleave to Dalton. Down to Jensen. Over to Bagley. All 5 of the T-Birds have touched it at least once this possession. Let's run the offense. Down the paint and called for the travel. A turnover goes to Milford. Full court pressure. Ball comes into Sherwood, who takes it across the timeline as the full court pressure collapsed back into the paint. Peters to Beebe. Beebe inside to Sherwood. Turn up, no good. Rebound comes down to Westwood. Jaden Westwood gives it ahead to Jensen, kicks it out to Gleave. Bagley to Dalton down in the corner. Running a wave, they get it down low to Westwood. He kicks it back out. And this is number 23, Bagley, with a 3-pointer. 3 points for Bagley, making it a 34-11 lead for the T-Birds with 3 seconds left in the half. Shot is off, air ball, no good, and the buzzer sounds, and that's the end of the first half. The score is Thunderbirds 34, the Tigers 11. We will be back with the Southern Utah University halftime report in just a couple of minutes. Actually, we're going to keep it right here. We've got some cheerleaders that are setting up to show us what they can do. One of the great things about the state playoffs in basketball is the cheerleaders get to come down, and some of the bands come also. I'll let you listen. the Milford High School cheerleaders. Tiger cheerleaders. Let's see if the T-Bird cheerleaders will come out. Quick ad, and then we'll be back.
Marysville Town, your ATV headquarters to the Piute ATV trail system. Marysville Town and their elected officials would like to wish the T-Bird success in the postseason.
These are the T-Bird cheerleaders. We will be back in a moment for the Southern Utah University halftime report. You're watching Utah High School Sportscast production of 1A State basketball on live.ksl.com and on mylocalradio.com.
Everybody's got a love story. It won't take long. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Power outage on a Saturday night. We get lost in the night, baby, losing our minds. Some kind of love, some kind of feeling.
Restoring power when you need it the most. One more reason to love Garcane.
At Jensen Wood Motor, it's our goal to make sure every customer is a repeat customer. The way we do that, our customers are our friends.
It's our job to help you find what you're looking for at the best possible price. It's always good to know that your salesman is working for you.
We understand that life happens. Sometimes credit isn't perfect. We work hard to find financing options that work best for you.
Stop by today and let's see what we can do for you. Jensen Wood Motors in Montpelier, Idaho.
From dents to scratches, auto service, paint, and detailing, give Joe a call today for any of your auto body needs. Joe Dalton Auto Body in Circleville, 435-577-2442. Wishing Region 20 team success. Junction-town is your ATV destination, located in the middle of the Piute ATV trail system with the beautiful Beaver Mountains to the west and the Monroe Mountains to the east, and world-class trout fishing just midway. Wishing the T-Birds success.
In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at mylocalradio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock. Stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit mylocalradio.com today.
Nowers Construction, a fully licensed general contractor. Call Kyle Nowers today for all of your construction needs. 435-619-3426.
There's nothing quite like getting your prescription filled where the employees know you and you know them. We have the time to help you make informed decisions. Personalization that a mail-order pharmacy can't provide. At Penguich Drug, we believe that friendly, fast service is most important.
Back to action, second half action, barely underway as Milford has the ball, driving to the basket and making the layup is Heston Sullivan. First 2 points go to Milford in the second half. Piute Thunderbirds in the blue with the white numbers. Milford Tigers in the white with the red numbers. Dalton, little 5-foot jumper. Tanner Dalton puts it in to answer the 2 put in by Sullivan. Milford with the shot, rims in and out. Rebound knocked out and picked up by Gleave. To Dalton, to Jensen, into the forecourt. From the wing, no good, off the rim, and it comes down to Williams, Alec Williams with the rebound. He hands it off to Peters. Pass up to Beebe. He walks it slowly across the timeline. Spin move gets him within 2 feet, and no basket for Sherwood. But it's knocked out of bounds by Piute. It will be Tiger ball. Inbounds comes to Sherwood. Williams at the top of the key, almost stolen again by Jensen, but it was picked up by Sullivan. He gets it back to Williams, who now passing around the horn, trying to find an inlet. There's the inlet pass into the paint. Little turnaround blooper for Sullivan. 2 more points off of a beautiful feed from outside for Heston Sullivan. He has now 4 points now here in this third quarter. Down in the corner for Piute. Jensen. No, excuse me, that was Dalton. Now out to Jensen. Wunderlich into the game for Piute. That's him with the ball right there. Wide open 3-point off the back of the rim and no good for Tanner Dalton. Tigers on the attack. Spin move. Sherwood, he loses the handle. Going to be an offensive foul. Calling it on Sullivan. His 3rd personal. That is the first team foul on the Tigers here in the second half. Dalton shooting it. No good, but he'll pick up a foul. They're going to call Alec Williams on his 4th foul. And the 2nd team foul for Milford. It's going to put Dalton to the line for the T-Birds. 36-15, 4:56 left in the third quarter. And from the charity stripe, Dalton's first one no good. Garkin Energy wishes all teams success in the tournament. Keeping the power on when you need it most, it's Garkin Energy, a touch-tone energy cooperative. Dalton's second one scores a point. T-Bird showing a little bit of pressure defensively, but Sherwood comes back and picks up the ball. Peters driving into the paint, up for the shot, and draws the foul. Basket no good. Foul will go against Jensen. First personal foul and first team foul of the second half for the T-Birds. Peters on the line. Makes the first one. Joe Dalton Auto Body for all of your vehicle needs when it comes to body work or fresh paint. Make an appointment for an estimating. Joe Dalton Auto Body. Second one no good. Rebound comes out wide to the T-Birds. Driving in, kicking it back out. Running a weave through the paint, trying to get somebody open down there. This is Glebe with the spin move. Basket counts and one. Glebe with 2 points. He'll go to the charity stripe. Foul is going to be on Heston Sullivan. His first, the third Milford team foul. Shot no good. A three-point attempt, up and down for 24, Caden Peters. Who made that one? Jessen. Answers right back. Driving the baseline and is fouled. Foul called on Tanner Dalton. Will send the ball out of bounds underneath the Milford basket. Tigers will inbound. And stolen away. Pass goes ahead to Jessen. And he drops it in for two. Kelby Jessen now has 5 points here in the third quarter. Total of 12 points in the game. Oh, nice little quick pass inside. And Sherwood knocks it down. Zach Sherwood, his first two of the second half. Again, here's Jessen into the paint. Misses, taken away by Milford. 3 minutes left in third quarter. 43-21 in favor of the T-Birds. Tigers running the weave. Now down the middle is Beebe. He puts it up. Ball won't fall, but he does. Falls to the floor, and a foul is called. So Beebe goes to the line as Glebe gives up his second foul of the game and the third team foul for the T-Birds. First one is good for Beebe. This is Southern Utah University presentation of 1A Championship Basketball. Learn more at suu.edu. Rebound comes down to 25. That is Sherwood. Little turnaround and putback gives Milford 2 points. Jensen across the timeline, hands it to Glebe. Bagley at the top of the key just holds the ball for a minute, looking for an opening, and stolen away by Milford. Beebe almost lost it trying the fast break, but slowed it up. Oh, streaking down the lane is number 25, Zach Sherwood. The ball comes in, a beautiful assist, and 2 points. It looks like the T-Birds are going to call a 30-second timeout. And Coach Dalton, Lynn Dalton, coach of Milford, having a little bit of a heated conversation with the refs, while the T-Birds are over there getting instructions from their coach, Eric Jessen. I don't know if we have time for a timeout. We'll just keep it right here and let you know that Bryce Canyon Half Marathon is a 13.1 miles of fun. It's held the second Saturday in July, but they encourage you to register today and save. And save. BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com is the place you can log on and save money if you want to register for that half marathon. BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. A little bit of confusion there. They're trying to work it out. Boys are back on the floor. They're ready to go. Trying to figure things out at the scorer's table. Looks like we're ready to go. 2:10 left in the third quarter. It is 43-26 in favor of the T-Birds. They are on the attack. Around the horn it goes. Dalton with the ball, kicks it out to Bagley. Bagley from the foul line, no good. And on the rebound, we're going to number 21, Tanner Dalton, called for the foul. It's Milford's ball out of bounds. They bring it in. Minute 45 seconds in the third quarter. Sherwood back out to Peters. This is Beebe trying to drive into the paint. He is stopped, stripped away, and stolen away by Jensen with another steal and 2 points. That's at least 10 points that Wesley Jensen has gotten over a steal, taking it coast to coast and laying it in this game. Big part of this 45-26 lead for the T-Birds. Sherwood with the rebound, tries to put it back in, no good. Coming down with the ball is Jensen, and as he tries to take it to the sideline and turn the corner going up court, he is going to get knocked out by Sherwood, and Zach will pick up his fourth foul. The fourth team foul for Milford. So Piute takes it out. Jensen will inbound. To Gleave, back to Jensen to take it across the timeline. Gleave out on the post, up to the top, down in low. It goes into Jessen. He kicks it back out to Gleave, back to Jessen. Little 10-footer off the back of the rim, no good. Fighting for the rebound, it comes down to Gleave, back to Jessen. And Jessen with a little two-pointer layup. Kelby Jessen. 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Milford on the attack. Down 26-47. Kick it back out to Sullivan for a three, no good. Rebound up, the rebound no good. And that's the end of our third quarter with the score 47-26 in favor of Piute T-Birds. We'll take a timeout. This is Utah High School Sportscast production of 1A State basketball on KSL.com and MyLocalRadio.com.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PepMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality, veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PepMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PepMinerals.com.
The Piute County Chamber of Commerce welcomes you to the greatest playground in central Utah. Many recreation opportunities are found with horseback riding, hiking, rock hounding, river rafting, and of course ATVing. Come and enjoy Piute County. Go T-Birds!
Our broadcast today being brought to you in part by Junctiontown. It is a little slice of heaven. They are rooting for the T-Birds of Piute here in this game. And Marysvale Town also rooting for the T-Birds. Marysvale Town, the right place for summer fun, from ATV access to the Piute ATV Trail or a stop-off. Hey, it's a good place to stop. Good luck, T-Birds from Marysvale Town. T-Birds on the attack as we start the fourth quarter. 47-26 for the T-Birds. In this, the consolation championship game of the boys bracket of 1A State, Utah State Championship Tournament. Stolen away and on the attack and then stripped away by Jensen. They're going to say he tried to save it from going out of bounds. He stepped on the line. It will be Milford ball underneath their own basket. That ball was stolen away by Peters. And as he tried the fast break, Jensen stripped it away and it went out of bounds. That's Peter again, almost lost the handle to Gleave. Tries a little spin move to go to the basket and he will be fouled. I think this is going to go against Jensen, but we'll wait. Yes, it is. Wesley Jensen with his second foul. That is the fourth team foul. And the first one for Peters falls. This presentation of state championship basketball brought to you by Ruby's Inn. Nice little vacation spot, ruby'sinn.com. Gateway Resort to Bryce Canyon National Park. Off the rim, no good by Gleave. They fight for the rebound. The foul is called. Going to call it on Gleave. His third personnel and the sixth team foul now for the T-Birds. Milford almost losing the handle is Beebe, but he is able to get it back to Sullivan. Now underneath the basket, that's Gillies missing it. Rebound comes down to Jessen. He takes it coast to coast, and they call him on a travel. Turnover by Jessen on the travel. Ran into two defenders. They were double teaming him, stopping from that layup. And when he pulled up short, he took that extra step. It'll be Milford ball. Full court press being shown by the T-Birds. T-Birds are up 47-28 with 6:50 left in this game. Milford on the attack. And dribbling off his foot, a turnover on Caden Peters. He was looking to spin move, try and drive into the basket. It went off his foot out of bounds. Piute ball. Nowhere's Construction. Give Kyle a call for any construction needs. Cement, remodels, framing. Kyle can tackle your project. Go T-Birds from Nowhere's Construction. And the ball drops in. That was Wesley Jensen with that two-pointer. Beebe, top of the key, driving into the paint, kicks it back out to Peters for two. Off of the backboard, no good, and Sullivan picks it up. Peters goes cross court to try and steal it. And Peterson gets hit in the face, but the ball goes out of bounds. It was an inadvertent, whatever it was, something jabbed him in the eye. And it will be Piute ball. No foul called on that. Jessen driving the paint. Kicks it back out to Jensen for two. Wesley Jensen. Penguich Drug, Sam Marshall with Penguich Drug wants to wish all of the team's success during the tournament. Penguich Drug. Tigers have the ball. This is the consolation championship game in the boys bracket of the Utah State 1A state tournament. Milford with Colby Gillies putting it down for two for Milford Tigers. They're against the Piute T-Birds. The T-Birds leading 52-30 with just under 5 minutes left in the contest. Jessen driving in, a little spin move, 6-foot jumper, falls, and Kelby Jessen picks up another two. Having for 16 points so far in the game, Kelby Jessen. Piute County elected officials want to wish the T-Birds good luck in the postseason. Rebound comes down to Jensen. From the corner, it's Jessen, another 2 points. A little 8-foot jumper, Kelby Jessen. Slowly bringing it across the timeline. They're down by 26. Under 4 minutes to go. Driving in and drawing the foul against Kelby Jessen. He'll be called for his second foul. That is the 7th team foul. Beebe goes to the line. And the first one rolls around and around and around, and then finally decides, okay, I'll go in. Utah State Championship basketball brought to you in part by Bear Lake Realty. For real estate needs, whether it's timeshares, buying a home or a second home, or just finding a rental for the weekend. Work with the best. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Second one drops for Beebe. Score is 56-32 in favor of the T-Birds. Jessen kicks it back to Jensen. And now they're just whipping it around the arc. Now into Jessen. Another 10-foot two-pointer drops for Kelby Jessen. 3 in a row for the T-Birds from Kelby Jessen. 6 points in the fourth quarter. This is Sullivan. Sullivan drives in, drops in the two. No, Sherwood, I'm sorry. Zach Sherwood drives in, drops in the two-pointer, draws a foul. Foul is going to go against Jessen. That'll be his third and the 8th-team foul for the T-Birds. Sherwood goes to the line for the third one and makes it. Three-pointer. Coming into the game is number 45, that's Reagan Dalton. Reagan is a freshman. Into the lineup for the T-Birds. Driving to the basket was Jensen, and he draws the foul. Foul is going to go against Peters. And it's the 15th foul, so T-Birds will get it to inbounds under their own basket. Shot no good. Williams rips down the rebound for the Tigers. 3 minutes now left in this game. I said Reagan Dalton came into the game. It's 43, not 45. That 43 is Riley Pearson for the T-Birds. And Gleave takes it coast to coast, lays in the layup, and makes the score 60-35 in favor of the T-Birds. From three, number 22, Alec Williams, three-point shot. This is Dalton from three. Tanner Dalton knocks down a three-pointer to answer Williams' three-pointer for Milford. 63-38 is Sherwood, no good. Rebound comes down to Dalton, and the T-Birds attack. From the three-pointer, no good. Long rebound. It comes down to Gleave, and Gleave puts it back for two. And a timeout is called by the T-Birds. T-Bird timeout with 1:36 left in the game. It's a 30-second timeout, 65-38 in favor of the T-Birds. You're watching Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
Piute Farm Bureau would like to wish the T-Birds success in the postseason. They work for those who work to feed the world. To get involved, contact your local Farm Bureau representative.
We are back. This broadcast is being brought to you in part by Quality Inn of Richfield. They're your home for state tournaments here in Richfield. Quality Inn of Richfield. Also being brought to you by Garcane Energy. They've been keeping the lights on for over 70 years and still doing a great job of it. Garcane Energy. 1:36 left in this consolation championship game. A substantial lead by the T-Birds, which they've had the entire game. The end of the first quarter, it was 20-2, and they just haven't looked back. 65-38 now. Milford has the ball. This is Sherwood. Gets it over to Williams. Beebe. He lays down a dribble and then gets it over to Peters. Cross courts to Williams. Drives in, kicks it back out to Sullivan. And Sherwood. Round and around the ball goes. And finally into the corner, three-point attempt, no good. And the rebound comes down to Westwood. Jaden Westwood with the rebound for the T-Birds. Driving in is Kyle Morgan. He misses it, taken back by the Tigers. And again, Milford on offense, 23, 22, 21. Time left in the game. 18, 17. They're just running some offense. 8 seconds. And it will be final. The T-Birds is 65. And Milford 38. And that's the way it ends up here in Richfield High School Gymnasium. The boys' championship game of the State 1A tournament here in the state of Utah. Piute T-Birds take the consolation championship and a 6th place finish in this tournament, 65-38. We'll be back with the Ruby's Inn postgame report in just a couple of moments.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Our Richfield Hotel, located just off Interstate 70, a short drive from attractions like the Big Rock Candy Mountain, Fremont Indian State Park, Fish Lake National Forest, the Great Western Trail, and the Piute ATV Trail. Located near the Sevier Valley Center, make the Quality Inn Richfield your home for the tournaments.
When you have your vehicle serviced by the experienced, certified technicians at Rocky Mountain Yeti, you'll have a legendary experience. With a comfortable customer waiting area, you can watch the big screen television or use the free Wi-Fi while you enjoy free hot waffles with ice cream. Our professional technicians work on all makes and models and handle everything from routine service to major repair. Stop in today, 100 Wasatch Road, Evanston. Visit www.yetiauto.group. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven.
Our presentation today here at the Consolation Championship game of the State 1A tournament, where the Piute T-Birds have defeated the Milford Tigers 65-38, brought to you in part by the Piute County Farm Bureau, also by Security Title Company, by South Central Communications, the town of Circleville, Zions Bank, and a whole lot more. Blood's Custom Meats, Butch Cassidy's Hideout, Garfield Memorial Hospital, Garcane Energy, Joe Dalton Autobody, and we appreciate all of our sponsors. We really do. Thank you so much for your support of not only this broadcast, but of the kids too. We appreciate it. Also brought to you in part by the Cache Valley Visitors Bureau out of Logan, Utah. Yes, they're bringing you this presentation. You can find a lot of fun up in Logan, Utah. Just visit explorelogan.com and have some fun in the Cache Valley of northern Utah. Explorelogan.com. Well, let's start the Ruby's Inn post-game report and bring to you the action as it happened. One of the big storylines of this game was Wesley Jensen and all of his steals. He stole it at least 7-8 times that I can think of, and he was able to convert 12 or 14 points off of those steals. Just stealing it, grabbing it, streaking to the basket, and laying it in. He ended up with 18 points on the day for the T-Birds. But while he was stealing and laying in the basketball, Kelby Jessen started hitting from just inside it late in the game. In fact, in the second half, he had 13 points, and he ended up the high scorer in the game with 20 points. Kelby Jessen. Other scorers for the T-Birds, Quade Gleave had 13 points. It looked like Tanner Dalton had 8 points, and Shandon Bagley with 6 points. And that attributes the 65 points for the T-Birds. On the other side of the ball, Brett Beebe had 3 points. They all came from the stripe in the second half. Heston Sullivan, in off the bench, scored a total of 8 points for the Tigers. 3 points from Alec Williams, a three-pointer in the fourth quarter. Caden Peters scored 7 points in the game. The high scorer for the Tigers was Zach Sherwood. He had 13 points. Kobe Gillies had 3 points. I missed a free throw somewhere because I'm 1 point shy. Either that or my math didn't add up right. But anyway, it ended up 65-38 in favor of the Piute T-Birds, your consolation champions for the state of Utah 1A state tournament consolation champions, the Piute T-Birds. Congratulations to them. Well, we are going to move ourselves over to the Sevier Valley Center. This is the last game that we'll have here in the Richfield High School Gymnasium in this state tournament. I'm sure we'll be back again next year to bring you more. And lots more championship action coming your way right here from the Utah High School Sportscast Productions. So make sure you stay tuned. And it's Championship Saturday. Everybody that is playing is going to place in this tournament somewhere, just like the Piute T-Birds did as a consolation champion. They took a 6th place finish home from the 2019 1A state championship tournament. So congratulations to the T-Birds on a well-played game. This has been the Ruby's Inn post-game report. They've been hosting people at Bryce Canyon for over 100 years. They're the closest resort to the canyon. You want to have a lot of fun, summer, winter, spring, or fall, Ruby's Inn, ruby'sinn.com. Until next year, for me, Val Cook, I hope you have a fantastic year, and we'll talk to you later.